Hi, I'm Ben Connolly and welcome to The Unstoppable Photographer, the program designed to take your photography passion and help you turn it into profit. Now, when it comes to posing, there's an infinite amount of rules to remember and to try to get right. And in the moment, it can be all too overwhelming. And the beginning of my career, I was overwhelmed with posing for so long until I learnt one of the simplest and most effective ways to pose my couples. So what's this process called? Well, it's called mirroring. And mirroring is the process whereby you show your client each direction one by one and then get them to copy what you do, like they're looking in a mirror. If you're not comfortable and confident when posing and directing your client, that's going to translate and it's going to show in your photos, and your client's going to see it in the moment, and that's going to create discomfort and distrust. Unfortunately for you, this comes across as a lack of confidence, lack of skills or knowledge. You need your client to trust in the fact that you're going to make them look amazing, and your confidence will set them at ease in this area because almost everyone feels uncomfortable at a photo shoot. If they don't feel confident in your skills and abilities, they're going to want to turn around and run away. Telling your clients to just act natural or just relax doesn't work, because what would be the natural thing for them to do in this moment? Well, it would naturally be to run away because they feel uncomfortable. So if telling them to act natural or telling them what to do doesn't work, then the next best thing that we can do is to actually show them. People can easily mirror what you want them to do, even down to a smile or an eyebrow raise. If you ask them to mirror you and show them exactly the pose you want them to take, not only will this help them relax, but it also allows you to get them to tap into the ideal body language for the session, and you can have a laugh with them when they get it wrong, because inevitably they will. Doing this will serve to lighten the mood, and if done with respect and confidence, then it comes across as fun and you're going to get so much more out of your client. When it comes to working with kids, you can turn this into an imitation game, and believe me, they'll play along with you in seconds. Mirroring also has roots in body language theory. It's a key to human bonding behavior and creates an intimate connection between two people and allows them to relax, allows them to shift their attention away from the lens and onto you instead, all the while feeling safe and comfortable in the moment. If you give mirroring a try, I guarantee your world will change. Posing for women from the feet up. When it comes to posing a woman, there's so many variables to be aware of. But at the end of the day, you have one job, and that is to pose her to make her look amazing, look natural, so that she loves the photo because she looks beautiful in it. Whether it's a maternity session, boudoir, or a wedding, your outcome of her being in love with the photos will never change, because this is how we survive and thrive as photographers. Throughout the course of my career, I found there to be 7 fundamental rules of a pose. These rules can vary a little depending on your lighting, the feeling you're going for, and of course the location you're working in. Even if you had no idea how to pose a woman for a full-length photo, and we stood in a room together and I just let you work it out through trial and error, eventually you'd get each of those 7 rules, because as humans, we look for that which is pleasing to the eye. And if you combine that with personality and the perspective advice that I gave you a few pages back, then you'll be well on your way to making every subject look incredible. So what are these 7 fundamental rules? Well, it's a process in your head that's very easy to remember once you say it to yourself a few times. And it's even pretty simple for your subject to follow when you say it out loud. Turn your body away from the light and turn your head back in. Point your toe closest to the camera towards me. Bend your knee closest to the camera. Shift your hips back, arms off your body, and lean forward with your chest. In the following pages, I'm going to break down each step for you and tell you why I do it and what effect it has on your subject. If you look at the photo on the left, you can see all of these characteristics in play. I've turned the body away from the light and the head back in. Under her dress, I've pointed the closest toe to the camera towards the camera. I've also bent the knee closest to the camera over the other knee, and I've asked her to shift her weight back or push her hips away from the camera. I've got her arms off the body, holding her veil, and I've just asked her very slightly just to lean forward from her chest and roll her shoulders back a little bit. Finally, if it bends, bend it. And pretty much every body part that can bend, I've slightly bent in this photo.